Welcome back to the House of Cards, everybody. Happy Monday. Excited to have you guys back here for another. Yes, we're going to get into another mailbag here. This one's a fun one. Got lots of the new sort of celebrity cards that I've been really enjoying collecting, and got soccer, UFC, some other fun stuff in there as well. Pretty good smattering today, so definitely buckle in. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer video, not too bad. But anyways, we're going to jump into that right away. But first, as always, subscribe, like, drop a comment. Love to hear your comments. And of course, you know, at the end of the video, you get a chance to do it all again. But for now, we will get into the cards. We will check out the mailbag and go from there. All right, see you on the other side. Okay. Let's do this one first. Short mail week because of the holidays, so we'll see if we get more or less this week than we have in weeks past, but usually they just stack it all into other days. Huh, I've never seen bubble wrap around the bubble mailer before. You see something new every day. Don't seal these guys. Come on, man. I could reuse this. Alright, we're getting there. Layer upon layer upon. This is inside of this, which is inside of this. Okay, we got there. Alright. So I've had my fair share of Rose 2017 auto cards. This is just the base auto. I've had the green auto. No, I haven't had the gold. But you know, 2017, you guys hear me preach about this set all the time. It's, you know, first year Topps Chrome, beautiful set, on card autos, just, you know, checks all the boxes that I think most people look for in cards. So I think you know, it's never gonna go wrong with getting old 2017. So there you go. Nice Rose Namajunas. There you go. Topps Chrome auto. Not her rookie card. Don't let people fool you. People like to write all kinds of dumb stuff in the listings like rookie. It's like, no, it's her first Topps Chrome card, which is true. But most rookie cards are earlier. I believe Rose, I'm not going to guess right now because last time I was guessing I said a bunch of wrong stuff. So I will double check that. But I know she's somewhere around like 2013 ballpark. Okay. This card, I just gotta give you a fair warning, I am very, very excited about, and it kind of falls in line with my new kind of angle in the hobby, which, you know, it's not new, but it's new to me because I haven't really collected celebrity cards before. So this one, I gotta admit, is probably my favorite one I've gotten yet. Yes, this is so epic. This is just everything that makes me happy about this kind of stuff. So I've learned a couple things, and I haven't officially checked yet, but I'm pretty sure, just because I've been really digging into the kind of Pop Century sets. I believe 2011 Pop Century is the very first set. So this is actually 2016, so not the first set, but I'm just kind of giving you guys a little bit of background that I've learned so far. So from what I've researched, 2011 was the very first year of Pop Century, and then of course it's, you know, they've had it every year since. There are some on-card autos, but there's not like a ton of them. I don't know how, like, some people just signed on cards, some didn't, but most of the time they're sticker autos. The thing with these, you want to make sure the best, you know, the ones that go for the highest value are the ones that are on the sticker. So once they start going off the sticker, I've noticed just by research that they draw a lot less value. So when you're looking for anything like this, just make sure that, I mean, it's the same for sports, right? It's not any different, but just make sure the autograph is on the sticker as much as possible. So this one was pretty, it looks pretty good. I mean, it might be just like a, I can't tell. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it completes the D before the top, but it's really close. But anyways, it looks really good. Super bold, vibrant auto. I like this one. There's actually another Ralph Macchio from a different year, Pop Century, that it had like actually an older photo of him, looked like even before he did Karate Kid, so I would guess it's probably from like early 80s, but it didn't look like the Karate Kid, right? It didn't look like Daniel LaRusso, right? It looked like a different character of his. This picture to me looks like the Karate Kid, so I liked this one better just for that reason alone. So anyways, I got this one, and yeah, pretty sweet, pretty happy about this. So just wanted to share that with you. In the back, you know, kind of talks a little bit about, you know, his role as Daniel LaRusso in Karate Kid. He also, you know, critical acclaim for Johnny Cade and in The Outsiders, and you know, so again, it just kind of gives a couple shout outs to his big films. But yeah, what a sweet card. Really excited. I kind of like it in the black and white too, to be honest with you. It looks pretty cool. It looks pretty clean. So there you go. Definitely give this guy a stand. What a random smattering of autograph cards right there. Rose Namajunas UFC card and a Ralph Macchio card. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, so this is something I just kind of saw as a good opportunity, to be honest with you. So this is a Islam Makhachev card from 2019 Topps Chrome, which is his rookie card, as you can see. Islam is definitely, you know, regarded by many as a potential future champion. He's that good. So I typically don't go for the base cards. However, this one was already slabbed. I know this is some like rando company. I don't know, AGS, what is that? Accurate Grading Services. Okay, cool. Regardless of the weird slab, it was slabbed, right? And it was slabbed at 10. And granted, I'm not saying just because it's slabbed at 10, it means that it would be a 10 like in a PSA, for instance. However, it makes me feel more confident than buying it raw. And here's the thing, the price I got this for was maybe like a few dollars more than what these go for in like a good looking raw card. So to me, kind of having the insurance policy of it being slabbed already and it being a 10 kind of made me feel really good about this purchase, because I was literally getting a raw card that, you know, had a quote unquote, you know, kind of, I guess, insurance policy with it, with having this slab, even though the slab is probably, you know, doesn't really add much value to it. Obviously, that's the price I paid. Didn't go for much. So anyways, long story short is there's opportunities sometimes with these weird off-brand slabs. If you want to pick up cards and just, you know, the slab itself could be good. I mean, who knows? It could end up being a 10 in a PSA size. So most likely, if I decide to keep this, I would crack it and submit it. I don't know if the value is quite there yet to send it to PSA, because again, it's just a base card of his. Even though I know the PSA base cards do a decent, you know, number. If I was just to guess, without looking it up, I'd say probably like a couple $100. But you know how much PSA costs right now. It's not really worth spending $100 to grade this to get it back, and it only be worth $200, because you know the 3 months plus the cost of the card, you know, already equals almost, you know, 3/4 of that. So there's not much room there to make money. However, you know, it could be an SGC play, blah blah blah. Or I could just leave it in here and just sell it sort of, you know, with a markup on this, just because I kind of found this one for a good deal. So anyways, there's a lot of ways you could play this, but I like the fact that it was about the same price as raw, and it just happened to be slabbed as a 10. So anyways, there you go. Something like that. All right. This guy here. Nice. So I've had a couple of these go through my hands over the years. They're just beautiful cards, you know, just classic, you know, all-time sort of 1995, you know, I mean, primetime Jordan, finest. So, I mean, it's still got the peel on it, which is, you know, is always nice. I like to see that. Obviously, some people like the peel, some people don't. I don't mind the peel as long as it's not like over their face or anything like that. So, I just grabbed this up. It's, you know, it's not a cheap card by any chance, but if you can find one in a high grade, they're definitely pretty valuable. because they're, you know, most of the time they're either, you know, beat up or they're already graded. So saw this one, took a chance on it, so I'll have to pull it out of this screw down here and see what's going on. But yeah, nice little 95 Finest Jordan classic card here. Okay, this big guy here from, I think it's from Canada. Big old envelope. Let's just chop it open here. There we go. Right on. Came all the way from Canada. Probably something I've thought about for a while, so I might be a little surprised here. Let's see. Reuse this mailer. Oh, cool. That actually came pretty fast. So, I've been looking at these for, gosh, I mean, at least a year and a half. I never pulled the trigger on one. So, by the time I started really like thinking about buying one, they like all the prices shot up. So, anyways, I waited till now, so I decided to finally get one. So this is the 2019-2020, so rookie season for Holland. The Champions League prize footballers, the insert here. So it's nice because two things. It's Holland's rookies, right? It's a cool insert. A lot of people just kind of like the design of these inserts, which I do too. They're quite beautiful. And then what's really cool is he's got his Red Bull kit on, so his Salzburg kit. So a lot of the, you know, kind of more common cards like the Topps Chrome, like Bundesliga, and the Topps Chrome, you know, Sapphire and stuff like that, they're all in his Dortmund kit. But his, a lot of people consider his true rookie card to be in his Salzburg Red Bull kit. So that's kind of a side note on why this card is cool. I got it in a BGS 9. I just feel like there's such a good deals out there with like BGS and SGC right now. Like it's hard for me to pay like a PSA 9 versus a BGS 9. I mean, honestly, it's probably the same card. If I just took it out through the PSA, it'd probably come back a 9. So I just figure, you know, why not? I mean, it's got a 9, a 9.5, a 10 on the corners, and then a 8.5 on the surface. So just curious what the surface problem is, but anyways, I'm not going to sit here and try to figure it out while we're on the video, but I think, you know, overall, you know, with Haaland potentially getting transferred next year, and it's going to be a big move, whether he goes to Madrid or somewhere else. It's going to be big news, headlines, you know, it's going to probably dominate the soccer, you know, media talk for weeks. So I just feel like, you know, right now is a good time to kind of stock up on him with the assumption that, you know, there could be a big, you know, kind of breaking news here in the next, you know, in the next year or so. Anyways, grab this, finally got one of these. Like this card a lot. Definitely looks actually really good, the condition. So I mean, it could be a potential crossover if I wanted to. Right now with, you know, the $50 grades that PSA are throwing around, there's definitely an interesting opportunity there, but could just keep it in here too. It looks actually kind of cool in the silver with the silver. Yeah, anyways, there you go. Haaland BGS 9 prize footballers. All right. Let's open this thing. A lot going on here. Don't ever cut towards you, kids. Bad. Huh. Oh, I was trying to figure out what the heck this was. It's actually really well packaged. This, if you guys watch my channel for a while, you've seen me talk about these in the past, but so this is a box of looks like a video game from Japan. So this is a box of 2010-2011. It's hard for There's no signifiers on here. It's all in Japanese. Here, let me show you an example. I don't know why there's a random Tim Hardaway Jr. card in there. So this is a set that I've kind of messed with for a while. This is a game, so this is a TCG game that is based on soccer. So it's huge over in Asia, but it definitely never never kind of like made its way to the US, other than collectors started noticing that these cards were kind of like early cards of some of the biggest players. So you would find actual cards that came out before the actual card. So I don't want to say it's like an XRC or anything like that, because that's probably a little bit dramatic, but it was definitely a interesting take, because some big players like Mbappe has a actual early 16-17 card. Phil Foden has an early card in this set, and so again, it's pretty much all the major players in the hobby are in these sets, and they come out every single year. So it's one of those things where if you're interested in finding early cards, that there are a pretty big collector base for. It's not like some little weird niche thing. There's actually a pretty massive amount of people to collect these, and the high grade cards of some of the major stars, I think Messi had one. It wasn't his true rookie, but it was 2000. It was 2005, I believe. So it was close to his true rookie, but his, those in high grade go for, hundreds, if not, low thousands of dollars. So again, it's just one of those things where, if you collect the WCCF, oh sorry, I never mentioned the name of it. So it's WCCF cards, you can still find boxes like these for pretty cheap. They have 50 packs in them, which basically is 50 cards, because there isn't, there's one card per pack, which is, I don't know, kind of a weird, wasteful thing. But anyway, that's how they do it. So they packed them out, one card per pack, and they'll have base cards. They'll have, more rare cards. So there's kind of like Pokemon, where they have like different skills and stuff like that, right? Stamina, speed, and all that stuff. And they're like slightly smaller than like your average cards. So they're not the same, if you see them side by side here, they're obviously a little bit smaller. So they're interesting, but they, they're made by Panini, and everything is, it's a legit card. So, they get graded by PSA all the time, so no big deal. But anyways, I've got a 2010, 2011 box here with the idea that I can pull Lewandowski rookie, or a Neymar rookie out of here, because that's, this is the set that rookies are in. So anyways, that's kind of the angle here, why I picked this up. So WCCF 2010-11 box here. Let's start here. Yeah, and those boxes just to kind of hang on. So, for the price you pay, like $50, it's kind of like a hard to go wrong situation. You can go wrong because you can't, you aren't guaranteed to pull the premium players out of it, because it's a decent sized set, and you're only getting 50 cards, so there's a chance, but there's also a good chance that you would. So anyways, one of those risk reward situations, like everything. Okay. Yeah, continuing on with the Pop Century celebrity cards. Really liking this kind of new angle I've been taking on the hobby. And again, I'm not into these cards really with the idea that they're gonna quadruple in value in the next year or something like that. I just think they're fun, and I think it really honestly kind of adds a fun new angle that makes me smile and makes me laugh when I look at some of these cards, because a lot of these cards have direct ties to my childhood, or really specific moments, or obviously movies and stuff like that obviously are tied to different moments and emotions and stuff. So I grabbed this one. Travolta, he's obviously a legend in many rights, but just kind of growing up watching some of his stuff was really pivotal in my childhood. I think really one that comes to mind, obviously Saturday Night Fever, everyone loves that, right? But the one that really kind of made me fall in love with Travolta as an actor was Pulp Fiction. You can't really go wrong with Pulp Fiction. It's just what a classic movie, and some of the lines from that are I still quote them to today. So one of the kind of sticking points for the collectors of these is like they're always looking for the on-card auto. So I've noticed, not on-card, sorry, on sticker, not off the sticker autos. I've noticed the ones that have the autograph within the sticker usually go for about like 20 to 30% more than the same copy with it, popping off the sticker. So just something to kind of remember when you're looking at these is, make sure you check the auto and it's not like, halfway off the sticker. Like some of the celebrities, they just have big swooshy autos, so you gotta, control. So this one's nice, it's nice and tidy within the sticker. Another thing, pictures of the celebrities to me are super important. A lot of the times you'll find cards of a celebrity you like, and it would happen to be like an older picture of them, or of them like kind of today, or there's a lot of examples online of ones like of celebrities that I really like. Like I wanted one of Christina Applegate because I was like in love with her during Married with Children, and there's a couple online that you could find, but the problem is that like, while she's still beautiful and everything, it doesn't, it's a little bit of an older picture of her, probably in her like 30s or whatever. I want one of her as Kelly Bundy, like that's the one I'm looking for. So those are the sort of the things to look for, in my opinion, is like looking for good autos, and then looking for pictures of the celebrity in their sort of like, I guess you say, prime, or their kind of from where you remember them best, and which most likely is probably their prime, because most of the time we all kind of enjoyed them during certain aspects of their career. So anyways, I'll stop ranting, but you can kind of see this is a younger picture of Travolta. Definitely not him today, when he looks a lot different than that. But anyways, there's my rant. John Travolta, Pop Century. This is numbered out of 12, so kind of a cool purple color theme, kind of works with him. So there you go. Sorry about the hour-long rant on celebrity cards, but I think some people really enjoy those cards and are starting to. I hear more and more collectors as they kind of do the shows and get out there, are like kind of starting to enjoy the celebrity cards. So I do think there's a little bit of a market for them, and again, they're still fairly cheap. Obviously in comparison to their sports counterparts, they're very cheap. But yeah, there's definitely some Grail ones out there that I found. Definitely some of the massive stars like Jennifer Lopez and Britney Spears and stuff like that. You're gonna pay a pretty high premium for. Yeah, this one's awesome. I'm excited for this. So this was a out of the new Immaculate UFC set. Beautiful cards. I mean, just freaking gorgeous cards. So this one is the kind of the subset here, Marks of Greatness. They're all numbered out of 99, as you can see there. This one is the man, the myth, Horace Gracie. So again, I think maybe as people get more into UFC, they'll start looking back towards the all-time greats and who were around in the very beginning. And obviously Gracie was one of those guys in the very first UFC. His family started UFC. So again, just an important character within the whole UFC universe. So his on-card auto, just beautiful, super crisp, nice looking auto. You can actually read his name. It's pretty cool. The only thing my only complaint, okay, I'm gonna sit here and be the complainer, but the only complaint I have is I really wish they had him in his gi. And I know like UFC doesn't do gis anymore, so I'm sure that's half the reason why he had to wear the more traditional UFC uniform. But like, everyone remembers Horace Gracie in his gi, so it's really hard to be like see him like this, because he never fought like this. This is just definitely a photo shoot, kind of dress up sort of situation there. So anyways, whatever, no big deal. Still love the card, still Horace Gracie, still Immaculate, still on card auto, so all the checks are there. So there you go. Oh, you know what? I always forget this, guys. I always have these stupid stands that fall down, but I will put some cards up behind me so you're not just looking at a bottom of a computer and nothing else. But if everything comes crumbling down here, you have to forgive the janky stands. There we go. Okay, moving on. Yeah, tell me in the comments who you guys are looking for if you collect celebrity cards, or even if you don't. and this is hypothetically you wanted to start, like, who are some of the celebrities that you would be looking for? It's pretty interesting when you start really digging in, like how many actual celebrities did cards and, you know, with autos and everything. There's quite a few. I mean, I was really surprised to see people like, you know, Kate Beckinsale and, you know, of course, like I said before, Lopez and, you know, Britney Spears I felt pretty confident in. I haven't seen a Justin Timberlake one yet. I'm 100% sure there is one, but I personally haven't found one yet. I've seen plenty of other members of NSYNC, but Timberlake I haven't seen yet. But yeah, there's definitely, you know, I don't know if like super mega stars like Brad Pitt and Julia Roberts and stuff have cards, but like, I mean, you never know, there could be. But I'm gonna start looking at the checklist too for Pop Century and just kind of looking back through the different years and what cards, you know, might have been out there. So, all right, speaking of big names celebrities, I had to grab one of these. So these are from 2005 Finest rookie card. Even though we all know Jay-Z was making music long before 2005, but pretty cool set here. He also has a Topps Chrome as well. You know, multiple cards within there. He has like relic cards, you have autos, all that kind of stuff. But I like this one. It just looked kind of like a nice clean copy. It wasn't too expensive. So I grabbed this. It's numbered here out of $5.99. And I know graded copies of these do go fetch a pretty penny, so I'd probably like to get this one graded, maybe pick up a couple more. I just think they're cool. I mean, you know, you guys have probably seen the stories of the superfractors and stuff selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars of Jay-Z's. So again, I do think this is kind of in line with the other celebrity cards here. It's like kind of, you know, just kind of those fun cards. People can relate to it. You know, who doesn't, you know Jay-Z or, you know, listen to his music. Maybe you don't, but you know, you at least respect something about him. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, I think he has a lot more fans than he does haters. So I definitely could see his cards being something that's highly collected. We'll stick him right there. Unless it's like a terrible lineup, but whatever. We're gonna add more and take away a couple here as we finish. All right. Pretty good mail day so far. I'm liking. I just did a card show yesterday. I wish I had some of these at the show. Sometimes I'm always like, you know, you get the stuff after the show and you're like, yeah, I wish I had that. Okay. Alright. Well, this was just kind of a cheap pickup, but something I felt was sort of right to do just because of you know, with the whole Ngannou fight and everything going on. You know, they're obviously, you know, talking a lot about, you know, how Ngannou got here and how the whole, you know, undisputed belt lineage and all that good stuff. And then I just kind of like started thinking about it. I'm just like, gosh, man, nobody gives Stipe Miocic much love in the hobby in terms of his cards, because again, he's, you know, he lost his title only like a year ago, you know, so it's not like he's been like out of the game for 5 years, and he's actually still ranked, you know, like number 3, I believe. So I don't know what his future is going to be like. Is he going to ever, you know, have a, you know, another fight? You know, I think the Ngannou fight really kind of might have mentally messed him up a little bit because he got rocked. But, you know, I think at the end of the day, you know, we're looking back, again, like I was talking about Royce Gracie, right? Looking back on UFC's, you know, kind of lineage and history and everything, you know, and Stipe was, you know, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, you know, if not the greatest heavyweight of all time, if you really break it down by how many title defenses, you know, consecutively and all that kind of stuff. So, again, criminally underpriced for a on-card auto, 2017, first Topps Chrome, numbered out of 99, you know, almost felt like I, you know, stole this card. So, anyways, I think it's still a great card. I think people are going to eventually, you know, get off this, you know, only new fighter bandwagon and and only basically it's like Khabib, Conor McGregor, and a bunch of new guys is like who most collectors or, you know, quote unquote collectors of UFC are into. But I like to kind of make sure that, you know, you're looking at everybody, and it's, you know, you can say, oh well, you know, baseball, there's so many great Hall of Famers that their cards aren't worth anything, so it's kind of the same. But I'm like, yeah, but Stipe's still a relevant fighter. He's number 3. You know, it's not like he's some washed up guy from the 60s. You know, like he's literally like still in the game. But anyways, we'll see what happens. I just like to collect sometimes, and you know, paying respect to some of the greats. I think there's plenty of opportunity if you're into that for guys like, you know, Stipe, Jose Aldo, and Chuck Liddell, and you know, I mean, just the list goes on and on, that you can get some really great cards for really cheap. So keep an eye out. That's all I'm saying. All right. Another Pops entry. I went a little heavy, didn't I? You know how it goes when you find like kind of a new angle or a new like fun part of the hobby that you really enjoy, and then you just become like a psychopath about like how many, you know, how much you research it, and you know, then you start buying stuff, and then you just get all excited, and just kind of revives your sort of excitement about the hobby. And you know, I guess that's kind of what happened with me with the, you know, the celebrity stuff recently, is I just really got excited again, to be honest with you. So anyways, here you go. This is the proof, another proof. So this is from Pop Century. These are the dual autos, which I think are kind of cool because they have you know, 2 celebrities on it for the price of 1, I guess you'd say. But this one is numbered out of 20, so this is the blue. The reason why I got the blue, because this one, you know, they all come in different, it's like parallels, right? Just like in any sports cards, you have the different colors and whatever. But I think blue made sense for the entourage guys here, because, you know, first of all, Kevin's wearing blue in his shirt. Ari, I think, maybe that suits black, I don't know, but it looks good. But this also came in like pink and orange and purple and all this other stuff, and I was like, yeah, the blue makes sense. So Jeremy Piven, Kevin Connolly, as you know them from the movie Entourage, or the show Entourage, Ari and E, aka Eric. Just a nice looking card. I just thought, you know, again, I have the Kevin Dillon card of, you know, Johnny Drama, so I, you know, figured, hey, you know, let's get a couple more of the characters. I haven't seen any events. Adrian Grenier, his real name. I haven't seen any cards of his, or Turtle, so I don't know if those exist or not, but so far I got, you know, 3 out of the, you know, I guess 5 major cast members, so that's cool. I know there's a couple other characters from the show that have cards. I know like Eve's girlfriend and some others, but I thought this one was classic because these two, you know, obviously had a lot of, you know, a lot of history on the show, a lot of sparring and a lot of, you know, good stuff. So if you watch the show, you'll respect this card. So anyways, there you go, another Pop Century dual auto. And again, looking at the autos, they're kind of within the sticker. This one gets really close to the edge here, but I think it stays on, so he's, you know, fully on the sticker. So again, that's kind of what I'm looking for on these cards. So there you go. All right, well, some of those cards didn't put a smile on your face. I don't know what to tell you, but hope you enjoyed the mailbag like always. Thanks again for watching. You know how to do it. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet already subscribed. Of course, you can like the video if you enjoyed the video, and leave a comment, please. Love to hear your thoughts, your comments. Tell me about some of your favorite celebrity cards that you might have, or ones that you're looking for. I really enjoy kind of looking at that side of the hobby now. But without further ado, we will wrap this up, and I will see you on the next video real soon. Talk to you then. Peace.